Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria, where we've been expanding our military and we now have the #1 military in the world. What we don't have is an economy that wants to support that. So that's, a bit of an issue, to be sure. We're working on it. We've got 13 months at this point before our truce with Ukraine is up. So that sounds good. We are absolutely attacking Ukraine, basically as soon as that truce is up. That's the goal here. But we need to get some production of these coal mines done. Now, coal mines, we have a big deficit on for our coal production, and that's absolutely noted. We have a huge imbalance here. Our colonization of Timbuktu was just completed, though, so we need to hop into our state actions. We need to get that incorporated. There we go. And we'll reset production methods over here if we can. We are lacking a power plant in Timbuktu, looks like. Yeah, there's no power plant in Timbuktu at this time. Okay, we should get that going, and there's some additional locations here that we should get a power plant in. Let's check our railways. We need at least one Why are there two here now? Okay, this is already being constructed by not us, I think. Yeah, foreign Q. Okay. So that's understood. We'll get going on that. We're trying to harm relations with Ukraine. We'll get there. Ukraine is currently infamous at this point, and that will be good for us, of course. So we're going to get these power plants completed. We're going to get the railways completed. That's all fine for now. The coal mines are absolutely a very high priority at this moment, and we will get those finished eventually. But we're probably going to reprioritize a little bit here before we finish all of those, is my guess. We've got empty pockets here. Pops in Palestine becoming more loyalist? Sure. I mean, we've got a lot of loyalists as it is right now. Our populace is very happy. So that's good. I mean, I'd hope so. Look at that standard of living. Look at that literacy. Look at that GDP. I mean, yeah, they're going to be happy. So that sounds great, and the real problem at this moment is, look at the balance. Plus 24.4k. That's low. We're spending almost 50k per month, or rather per week in interest. Almost 200k a month. Our construction budget is absurd at this moment, and we probably need to not have our construction budget be quite this absurd. We are going to need a couple of additional government administrations. So I'm going to get those in, but we're still majoritively working on our coal mines. And what is it, the exact date that our truce here ends up stopping? 26th February of next year. Okay. We're going to want to start working on paying off some debt, I think, very soon, but I do want to get some coal production going here. How slow is this building in Timbuktu? Minus 20% efficiency due to unincorporated state. Fair enough. So that's a lot there. We've got these in East Hausaland. That's also at minus 20% due to unincorporated state. So we can't really change anything there. Yeah, all of our coal mines are being built in unincorporated states. That will eventually change, but for the time being, it's just a little bit rough. What is this war? Oh, it's this war. Right. So they are dropping below 0, and that we're just ignoring. So that looks good for now. Hello? What's going on here? Ukraine is supporting Navarra against Portugal. Noted. We're still double Ukraine. Oh, wow. We're up to 32? We're way more than double Ukraine's strength. Okay, what's Britain's strength right now? We're almost double Britain's strength, so there's that. I don't want to get involved in this. We're just going to chill for the moment. We are working on our economy. That's our primary goal at this moment. So that sounds good. I do want to get our production methods reset in Timbuktu. And ideally down here as well if we can, and we can. So that looks good. Production methods are different here and here. That's fine. The French and the Ukrainians are siding against Portugal. This is good for us. We're going to let them fight each other, and we're delighted by this. Actually, France is siding with Portugal here. Both sides are confident. We don't care, to be clear. We do not care who wins this. They will weaken each other. So that sounds great. Portugal is trying to sway us to their side. They're our rival, aren't they? They're considering Ukraine to be their rival. I'm pretty sure that we rivaled them at some point. Our opinion of Portugal was not great. This would give us a chance to fight Ukraine. They're offering us transfer Abkhazia, which is this up over here. That would weaken Ukraine. We're still truce to Ukraine, to be clear. Would this result in a truce break? I don't know how that works. So I think what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to make a save here. I think I just declined that. I hit escape to close it, but I think that declined it. Well, that's okay. I was going to make a save and give it a go and see if it gave us a truce break penalty. I was going to accept this, I think, but we'll fight them on our own. That's fine. I'd prefer to be in charge of the war goals anyway. This is probably better for us. We're going to want to transfer Maghreb. We're going to want to definitely take back Sinai. We're going to want to take a little territory over here. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to be interested in taking from Ukraine. Ukraine is currently occupied in Africa. Hang on, what do they got going on? What do they have going on over here? I don't know. Who's occupying this? They are in a war against Ethiopia. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Well, that's fine. We will definitely just continue to chill for the time being. So at this moment, I do want to get another pair of government administrations built. We'll get those done, and we'll get these railways completed. We currently have some shortages. So in East Hausaland, we have a transportation shortage. I want to look at that. So we need to go to railway, and I'm going to alphabetize this. East Hausaland. Okay, this just needs to be subsidized, so we'll do that. In Corsica, we've got a transportation shortage. Similarly, I think that we should just subsidize that. And we've got an electricity shortage in Israeli Piedmont. This needs to be expanded. So that sounds good. We'll get that power plant built. Beautiful. So nothing too major there, but that balance is looking very sus. No doubt about it. We just got conveyors. That gives us assembly lines for a lot of our manufactories. That's going to be a big production boost, but it's going to cost us some, cause us some problems. That's okay. I don't actually mind it. If we have problems, we have problems here. We'll accept it. We're going for assembly lines on absolutely everything that we can, and we'll deal with the consequences. We also need to move up our dye plantations. Our barracks can go to training method streamlining. Absolutely. That'll be fantastic. And we want to do anything else? Trade centers can go to mass scale trading. Do it. Okay. Now, what problems is that going to create? I see an electricity shortage in Chad. We need to actually just expand this. That'll be fine. So we'll get going on that. That seems great. But what is that going to cause us problems with economically? We can see that immediately the price of oil spiked, and that's fine. We have a lot of oil production that we can move up. So I'm going to move up domestic oil rigs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of them for right now. Okay, there we go. So we're going to get those constructing. Our deficit has dropped somewhat. I mean, that's good, but we definitely need to work on that. So oil is expensive right now, lead is expensive right now, and engines are expensive. I want to check in on the status of our motor industries. 84 levels in Palestine. That is absurd. We definitely didn't build it up that high. Okay. So there's a lot being built into Israeli Croatia right now, and that's fine. I'm going to build just... Well, let's build this to the economy of scale cap. Economy of scale cap is currently 50, so we're going to be at 33 here, so bringing this up to 27 would be the dream. Like that. So we can get that going. I want to move up these oil rigs for sure. The power plants go to the top. The railways go to the top. The coal mines can be delayed a little bit. I don't mind that. Lead is considerably expensive at this moment, and I wouldn't mind bringing up some lead mines as well. So let's bring up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of those. So we'll just address some of these shortages and work away on this for a little while. We're going to get a railway finished up. That is, of course, fantastic. And these power plants are going to be done soon enough. We'll get these lead mines built. We need to work on getting a lot of this construction done, right? That's very important at this moment. Now, it's August of 1910, and our war against Ukraine is going to be a thing. So that's absolutely noticed. Finances are also going to be a thing. We might have to crank taxes at a certain point. As of right now, I don't want to do that. As of right now, I'm pretty happy with our tax situation. Can we get any law changes done here? Well, as of this moment, I don't want to. I think our laws are absolutely fine where they are. So we'll come back to that later. That looks good. We're letting Ukraine exhaust themselves in this war here. We can see that they are at 11k power projection at this moment. We're at 32k. It's kind of big. We are enormous at this moment in terms of our military power. We're also enormous in terms of our deficit. So that's, a significant problem. But we'll get these lead mines built. We'll work on some of this oil as well. I think we're working on oil rigs in the background as well. And we'll get to these motor industries. That's going to also be very important. Sulfur is also a bit of a deficit here, 2.24k. That's noted. For the time being, let's not address that just yet. I want to do so soon, but we need to get at least these lead mines finished up first. So let's do that first. That'll be fine. The lead mines are finishing now, and the oil rigs are making progress. Ephesus is antagonistic. That's ambitious. That's very ambitious. I'm not sure why they'd want to do that. But okay, if that's what they want to do, sure. Now I want to move up some sulfur at this point. So what do we got in here? Here's our sulfur mines. So this is going to be in like Basra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to move up in 11th. That'll be fine. So we've got these external constructions in here. That's fine. We've actually got a lot of sulfur mines in this queue. I'm okay with it. So that all seems relatively okay. We need to get these sulfur mines completed. That is a relatively high priority, but we also need to get at least some oil rigs done. What's our deficit on oil right now? 3.4k. Each of these oil rigs is going to produce how much? 100 per level. So at this moment, we've got like 400 that's going to be coming in here, bringing us down to about 3k. Noted. I really want to get those motor industries built, so I don't think I'm going to move up additional oil construction just yet. But it will be soon. It will definitely be soon. So as we can see, our deficit is a problem at this moment, and we need to handle it. I'm going to put in another government administration in Algiers for right now. And then I'm thinking about cranking taxes. We could maybe do it via consumption tax. That might be a better route. automobiles, and then we can do steamers for now. So that puts us back into our positive balance here, but we've still got problems, and that's absolutely understood for right now. But we really, really need to get through some of these constructions. And it needs to be done now. So we're absolutely going to be doing that here. We've got 2 weeks on that government administration, then that finishes. And then our sulfur mines are about 4 weeks away. And then we can work on some of these motor industries anyway. That's the dream. That said, the price of our engines are not terribly high at this moment. So that's noted. Civilizing mission has been unlocked. That gives us max colonial affairs investment. Are we already maxed on that? We can't go up in bureaucracy right now. We would need to expand our government administrations more, and I'm going to do so. So we'll get that going. That'll be fine. 3 weeks here. And we're going to need to stop our construction very, very soon. It's currently January, and I plan on stopping our construction for our war with Ukraine. So that seems okay for now. And you might ask, what exactly is the goal for the war with Ukraine? Well, we're returning Sinai for sure. We're returning anything we can. And we're going to transfer Maghreb over to us. That's 100% something that we're going to do. So that seems relatively fine for now. Now, it's February 10th. I believe tomorrow is when that truce expires. Oh, 26th February. Okay. Noted. That's fine. So for the moment, I want to get 5 additional government administrations built in Algiers. Actually, I'm going to take this up to the full economy of scale cap, like this. So that's going to take 4 weeks to get those constructed. That's going to slightly delay our pausing of construction. I think that's okay. I don't mind that. We're currently number 2 in prestige, by the way. Behind Great Britain. Great Britain has a lot of prestige. Their GDP is very similar to ours. Our standard of living is higher than theirs. Why is our prestige so low in comparison? I mean, we could boost our government wages, but that doesn't actually do anything. So, no, we'll pass on that. I don't really care that much about the prestige. It's the military power projection that really matters. So, Ukraine's power projection at this point is 6,000. It's pathetic. So, we're currently neutral with Ukraine, actually. That's good. So, at this point, we're going to want to do some demands targeting states. No doubt about it. And Sinai is going to be the primary demand. So that's going to be a thing. But I want to finish those government administrations first. Now what I want to do is I want to work up our colonial affairs. And then I want to fight Ukraine. I absolutely want to fight Ukraine here. So we want to go to Sinai, which is in here somewhere. Here it is. Conquer state. Do we not have a return CB on that? That's a little wild. Huh. I expected to have a return state CB for Sinai. But okay. So, we're predicting that Scandinavia is probably going to help Ukraine here. I'm going to confirm this, though. We're doing this. Ukraine declined. We're not surprised about that at all. And I'm wondering why it's not showing up here. It's showing up here, but we're not seeing it here. That's kind of wild. Anyway, I want to add additional war goals. So I want to do return state Ukrainian Aleppo. And I would also like to transfer subject of Maghreb, but I don't know if we really want to do this. I'll do it. So that puts us up to 40. We don't want to do anything else here. So at this point, we need to mobilize our forces. So we're going to... Actually, we don't need to mobilize yet. What we do need to do is we need to pause construction and start paying down our debts, because that's going to be very important here. So we're just going to wait here, and the question is, we see Scandinavia's leaning, but who else would be willing to join? Cairo sided with Ukraine. Okay, we don't care about that. That seems reasonably fine. I do want to crank taxes. We're going to need it. So we're going to do that. Cairo's damaging relations. That's fine. Now we're not we're not mobilizing our forces deliberately just yet. Scandinavia sided with Ukraine. That was expected. I'm looking at our number of fronts here, and I'm thinking, this is not tremendously high. We see 3 fronts, 4 fronts, and then that's kind of it. 4 fronts. Okay. So for right now, we're just kind of chilling. We're waiting for the escalation to get to about halfway. Yeah, I know we have vulnerable fronts. I don't care right now. As of right now, this is absolutely A-okay. So eventually, we'll get the escalation up here. It's still not showing up in our outliner, which I think is a bug. That's very strange that this isn't showing up in our outliner, but it's right here. Really, they're confident? Oh, because we haven't mobilized yet. I bet you anything that's why. That's about to change. We're mobilizing now. So we're sending these guys to go take care of Maghreb. We're going to send this army to go out to this front and get that taken care of. I'm going to send this army down to this front. And then I'm going to send this army over to this front. And we can see we have an advantage in every front. Now, I'm going to mobilize this additional army, and I'm going to send them down here because we don't have much of an advantage on this Cairo front, and I really want to get this. That's our primary demand. So, do we want to move up any of these demands to primary at this point? I don't know about that. And this is rising. I don't care about that. That's okay. How much would this get us for infamy? 2 infamy and 11 infamy? Okay. Ukraine rivaled us. We're not surprised about that. And Scandinavia rivaled us as well. Now, we need to crank our taxes again because we need to be making money at this point. So that's all understood. Nobody is joining this other than who we expected. Oh, this is here now. I think it was always there. I was looking for it up here, but we're not actually in the war. So there's that. No one's joining this other than who we don't care about. So that sounds good. I mean, Cairo joined it. And I'd like to take some Cairo territory here, but I really don't think we can afford the infamy. Yeah, I'd like to take some of these Cairene territories, but we really can't afford the infamy. So that's understood. Establish colonial administration? Okay, whatever. So, as you can see, we're running a deficit still, and that's a little rough, to be sure. But we're running a positive view everywhere. They're probably going to invade Italy, to be clear. I think they'll naval invade Italy. I think that's very obvious. This army down here is not mobilized. I'm going to mobilize it and send it up to crush Maghreb that much faster. So that seems reasonably fine. This front over here is surprisingly low on the advantage, but I think it's fine. I don't actually care. So upward we head, and we are absolutely going to take back a bunch of territory here. The war has broken out. Fantastic. So we've got reinforcements heading over here. We're going to be pushing in on a lot of fronts here. I do expect them to naval invade up in Italy. But I'm hoping that these guys will have crushed this area and wrapped up this front before that really becomes a thing. So that looks good for now. And we'll just continue to press into Ukraine. We can just take a couple bites out of Ukraine, and that's the exact goal that we have as of right now. Infamy is just going to be too much otherwise. So this war appears to be going absolutely phenomenally, and we expect this. We're way stronger than Ukraine. 6,700 versus 30,000. This should not be a particular challenge. at this point. The only challenge would have been if some of these guys had joined in, but they're involved in other things. And we're extremely strong. So we don't really expect them to want to do that. So as of right now, the Maghrebi front is looking very, very good. That's going to be under control soon. Yeah, they're sinking a bunch of our convoys. I'm not shocked about that. We have no navy. Literally no navy. We might want to do something about that. Yeah, you can have control of your market. That's okay. So as of right now, this front is a little bit spicy, but that's okay. We're going to be wrapping up this front very shortly, and the plan is for these guys to travel to here. But we're still pressing in, and that seems absolutely fine for right now. Maghreb will be under control shortly, and there's apparently a naval invasion down over here, but that's not really... That's not really us. We don't really care about that. So that seems okay for now. We've definitely taken a few losses here, but at this point, Sinai is basically entirely under our control, and we're starting to invade the Cairene provinces, so that looks good. This war looks pretty free, but it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to wrap this up. Everything looks like it's going well for now. We'll see what happens if they try to invade Italy or something along those lines, but as of this moment, this looks like it's going swimmingly. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, Rornaz, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.